Is it really as magical as everyone says it is, New York at
It
Christmas time?
really is. Yes, if you have a chance to come up by Christmas, you know, come by, come
Uh,
swing by.
you had me at come.
Haha.
Hey there, true believers, and welcome to episode 28 of the Marvel Mondays Initiative here on the Penultimate Conquest. Today, our topic of discussion is Ant-Man as part of our MCU Rewind series. If you're watching on YouTube, consider dropping a like and a sub, and do not forget to hit the bell to get notifications for all of our shows like the Penultimate Game Show, the Cross Media Show, and Anime Nation. If you're watching on Twitch and have Amazon Prime, you have Prime Gaming, which means you have one free sub to give out. And we'd love it if you give it to us. But if not, that's all right. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Ruben. I am the director of the Penultimate Conquest. Today, my co-hosts, as always, are Cristian, Macias, and Erican. How you guys doing?
I'm doing good. Like I told you guys in the pre-show, we had Ruby's baby shower today, so that's exciting. It's weird to think that a month from now, Ruby can pop out at any moment.
Yeah.
Weird, strange. But either
Uh,
way,
Absolutely bonkers. You scared? Excited?
I'm
Both?
excited. I'm excited. Obviously, I wouldn't be lying if I said I wasn't scared. I'm a little nervous, but I'm
Coward.
ready.
You're a
So
coward. I'm just kidding.
Send us pics. Send us
Yeah,
pics
yeah.
when she's out and
It's
about.
gonna get picked. So it was funny. Like today, they got some of Tessa's coworkers got her like little Grogu stuff.
Yeah.
Like a little Grogu's hoodie and stuff. So obviously, when Ruby and I watch Star Wars together, she will wear that all the time.
Of course.
So
You guys can play that new Quantic Dream Star Wars game, everyone. Anyway,
I hope it's just like pressing the button, just going Kenobi, Kenobi.
yeah.
I don't get the reference. Anyway, Cristian,
I'll
how you
explain when
doing?
you're older.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Cristian, how you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Timbers beat LAFC yesterday. It was a big game.
I have
Nice to get 3 points at
no
home.
idea what that means, but okay, I'm glad you're happy. I'm glad you're happy.
Well,
How was the atmosphere? Oh, you went.
yeah, free. I had a friend hit me up. And he's like, "Hey, I got 2 free tickets. Like, do you want them? They're free to you." And I was like, "I can't take them." He's like, "No, just take them." So I was like, "Okay." Amazing seats, right next to, like, right in front of like one of the ends, so I can see like the Timbers like trying to score goals, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Sad to miss being in like general admission, like Timbers Army section, but otherwise it was like great. Cool to see my area be like fully masked up and just hanging out, eating some food, and watching a really good soccer game. So it was fun.
Good.
I'm glad. All right. Before we get into it, let's do a little housekeeping. The Cross Media Show is happening tomorrow. We saved the superhero conversation for this week because Eric really begged me to be on the episode, and he's off tomorrow, so that all works out.
I thought it was the penultimate game show.
That's right.
I thought we were talking about superhero games.
Yeah, you're right. Oh
Mhm.
man. Oh man. What was I thinking? Oh, the Cross Media Show is happening on Thursday.
Mhm.
Yes, that is going
Thirsty
to be
Thursday.
That is going to be our blech. I don't even know what I'm talking about, guys. It's going to be our conversation of the MCU, and it's 4 new movies slated for 2024. Very excited stuff. Very exciting. Just a friendly PSA. Kind of Bridge of Spirits is out tomorrow. That has nothing to do with us. We just wanted to get that info out there because, like, if you don't have that game already, like, pre-downloaded, like, you're fucking up. So go buy
I
it.
don't know. Let's temper our expectations.
Listen.
Here a little bit.
It's
like
their
a
first
beautifully
game, right?
looking. It's a beautiful looking game, and it's a way to support the indie devs. Okay,
Absolutely, yeah.
so go buy it. Maybe we'll see. This past Saturday, Cristian got a couple of guests to do a spoiler cast on. Cristian, remind me what was that spoiler cast?
Life is Strange, True Colors. It was me, Griffin, Ethan, and Ro, and we chopped it up about Life is Strange, True Colors for about an hour and a half. Really dug deep into like the choices that we all made, and kind of fleshed out Alex Chen's motives and kind of see where she was by the end of the game and how we each interpreted our own endings. It was a lot of fun. You should check that out if you've played Life is Strange.
All right, cool. And that will be up tonight in about an hour, I think. Actually, it should be up
Nice.
in about 15 minutes, if I'm being honest.
Ruben, it was funny how when you were reading that last line, like your train of thought ended. Because I can see on the doc here you had spoiler cast on and then nothing, and that's
Well, that's
actually where
because
your
that's
train of
when
thought ended as you were talking.
that's where we stopped talking before. Like we were
That's what I'm
just
saying. That's why I laughed because your
yeah.
train of thought literally ended where the
Yeah, that was all part of the plan. Eric,
okay.
all a part of the plan. Some bit of Marvel news. The 6th episode of What If. What? Go ahead.
I have one more stream and podcast update. I guess show update,
All right. What's
YouTube
up?
update.
Oh yeah,
Tomorrow,
that's
if you're
right.
listening, if you're no, you forgot. If you're listening to this live, or if you're not, and you're listening to it on YouTube or podcast services, it might be up already now. Go check out the newest video essay, the first of our channel that I made on Death Stranding. So peep that. It's very nerdy and might be a little bit boring, but would love your support
It's
regardless.
impossible. It's about Kojima. It can never be boring.
Kojima-san, thank you.
All right. Now it's time for some Marvel news. The 6th episode of What If. What if Killmonger rescued Tony Stark? Happened last week. I haven't watched it. I know Christian hasn't watched it. Eric, have you watched it?
No, I said I'm pretty sure I have not watched it yet.
Okay. All right. Well, give us.
So we all loved it.
Give me your 30-second review of what you think it could be.
I think Killmonger's going to rescue Tony Stark in Afghanistan. They're going to become best buds.
Is he gonna be like? Is he
I
shoving
don't-
out? Is he shoving out Don Cheadle?
I don't know. I'll watch it. I think Don Cheadle is in this episode, if I'm not mistaken. But,
Yeah, I know, but is he like Tony's new best friend? You know.
yeah, he is Tony's best friend. He saved him. So Wakanda is in it. So
Is 2D Michael B. Jordan just as sexy?
I mean, I don't find Michael
Yes.
B. Jordan sexy, so I couldn't tell you.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to the. I guess you're in the minority.
I am in the minority. I'm totally fine with that. I don't. It is what it is. You know. Next up, we have some Shang-Chi news. It holds the #1 spot again at the box office with a pandemic impressive 21 million for the third week in a row, third week in the box office. #1. And a total of 176 million so far, which I forgot what the budget was, but I'm assuming like
I think it was about 176, 175ish.
okay. Well,
It's got to be around there, right?
I don't remember. I think this was like the lowest
150 to 200 million
one. Okay, all right,
is the budget.
all right. So it's
Did you
It's
guys
breaking
see
even.
that Forbes article about Shang-Chi?
no.
Yeah, I did.
That was what a headline.
What was the headline?
Let me find it. Hold on. It did not make people happy when it came out.
It's essentially it's Shang-Chi is doing really well for a minority movie.
Ooh,
Yeah, it was also like it shows the limits of diversity in film.
There you
I'm
go.
Like,
why? Who wrote this? Who wrote this?
well, Scott Mendelson wrote it.
Okay.
So I know that it's hard really now to judge films box office stuff because we're still in a pandemic. So it's really hard for this one. Obviously, if you look at these numbers now, just in a vacuum, obviously Black Widow and Shang-Chi, and relative to the MCU, is definitely underperforming. But you have to look at it now in a new vacuum, I guess, with pandemic and people are still kind of iffy about going to theaters. But I don't think Eternals. It makes me a little nervous for Eternals.
Yeah.
So because I think Spider-Man will be okay.
Yeah, of course.
Spider-Man's gonna be fine because that's a brand everyone knows and stuff. But like like Black Widow is a brand everyone knows, but like Shang-Chi and the Eternals, these are brands that no one really knows that much yet. And obviously Shang-Chi did really well at the box office, broke Labor Day records, so that's very important.
Yeah.
But I just worry about the longevity of these movies. Because you talk about the different legs of the film where it's like, okay, how good does it do in like the second weekend, third weekend, because like most Marvel movies, they have legs and can run a while, but also those movies were opened in China. And like Shang-Chi still hasn't opened in China. I don't know if it's going to or not. That's your biggest market. So
Didn't
there's
it just get a release date in China today?
we'll see. Because that's a big deal for the movie.
I didn't see
No,
anything.
I'm sorry. No, I think I'm thinking of Dune.
Yeah.
Because that's hundreds of millions of dollars on the table right there. Because I think if I remember correctly, Endgame did 650+ million in China alone.
Yeah.
So I'm just really concerned for Eternals, really, because I'm worried that people are going to look at these movies and be like, obviously, you have a woman-led film, an Asian-led film, and a very diverse cast-led film. And of course, obviously, the neckbeard YouTube boys are going to look at this as like Marvel is failing and stuff, but you can't look at it that way because obviously, if you look at it in previous light, possibly, maybe, but they're still doing really successful. Domestically, they're still doing very well. But
Well, Eric,
I
I'm
just
glad you brought up Spider-Man because our next Marvel news story is all about Venom Let There Be Carnage.
did you skip one?
I did skip one because you had the perfect
Hmm.
segue and I wasn't going to ruin it. Apparently, the post-credit scene for Venom Let There Be Carnage has been leaked, I guess is the right word.
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping it's not true. Did
you look it up?
I looked it up and I read it, and I'm really hoping it's not true. I won't spoil it for anybody that's interested in seeing this movie. God, I really hope you're not interested in seeing this movie. But if you're interested, the leak is on Reddit, so go check it out if you want to.
They did just have a new TV spot on, I think, yesterday because it was Sunday Night Football. But there was like a quick 1 second shot of like a spider going across a newspaper, and like someone smacks it. I think it was Carnage or something. Hey, it's 90 minutes, man. So you're in and you're out. So
No,
Eric,
that's even too much
We don't
for
want
me.
you to go in. We don't want
I'm
you
gonna
to
see
go
it, guys. I will go watch this for the
Eric,
penultimate
don't do it.
conquest.
I don't
will
want
do
you
that.
to. I
I'm
will
gonna do it.
literally
I'm
pay
gonna do
you
it.
not to go watch this movie.
You can't not pay me to go
We
see
have to
Carnage.
not
No,
submit to these studios.
That's not what I said. I said I will
And see,
literally
like-
pay you to not go see this movie.
And the problem this lies in, I know we're like having a bid right now. It's like people are saying like, don't
No,
go
this
see
isn't a
Venom.
bid, Eric. This isn't a
Like,
bid.
we're talking
Let's
like
hear him out. Let's hear him out.
Okay.
because Christian just made a point. Don't support these studios, and I think like the problem is some people have where it's like people don't want Marvel Studios to have a minority on a bunch of superhero stuff. But if you don't want that, then you need to go support these other superhero films. Like
That's a good point.
Like
Yeah,
that.
but
That's
then we get
that's
a
the
shitty Venom
that's the
character.
catch-22 there, though, Ruben. It's like if you don't just want Marvel movies, you got to go support the other stuff as well.
Okay,
So
I want you to hear me out.
DC comes out when Sony movies come out, even though you're not really excited because we know obviously the pedigree isn't there with Marvel Studios. If you want there to be,
Okay, hear me out.
Hold on, Ruben.
Okay.
All right.
No, go ahead.
And to Eric's point, because he's onto something. For every like Venom, Let There Be Carnage, and X-Men Dark Phoenix, we do eventually get a Logan. So, yeah, there's something there to be said about like.
Morbius.
no, come
I
on,
will
man.
see. No,
Come on.
come on. I have
No,
to see.
you can't. You
have
can't
to see
tell me that
Morbius.
you're not going to see Venom
Listen,
and then you're going to go see Morbius.
You're not understanding. Okay, Morbius has Vulture in the fucking trailer. Okay, I need to see how that plays out. Why he's in there? Like, what's happening?
I think it's just if you want different stuff to happen, you need to go support the other studios. And obviously, because I know that, obviously Carnage is one of my favorite Spider-Man villains. So I want to see Carnage. And the problem is Carnage looks great.
No, he doesn't. Woody Harrelson
Yeah,
looks
he does.
awful with
Carnage
that wig.
looks great.
Woody Harrelson looks awful with that
Yeah,
wig.
I'm not seeing this for
He
Woody
does.
Harrelson. I'm seeing this for Carnage.
Okay, all right.
Have you
Like, with
seen
this-
the new posters, Eric? Come on, I
They're
can't.
so bad. They're so bad. I know Marvel can't say much. Marvel posters haven't been great.
That's true.
I think the last good Marvel poster.
Was
Let me
Endgame.
think. I really like the Guardians one, and it was just them. And I think Guardians 2 had the good one, where it was like the super colorful one, where like Peter Quill had like his hand up in the air or something, looked like kind of like Tron. But yeah, Marvel posters really aren't that great.
Okay, I
So,
want you to hear me out. Okay.
okay, it's hard not to hear you with your face just superimposed on the screen here.
I would rather watch 2015's Fantastic Four
No, you would. Don't
four
say that.
times in a row than
See that?
watch Venom or Venom Let There Be Carnage again.
Did you see Fantastic Four 2015?
I did.
Okay, then you obviously should know that that's crazy. Fantastic Four 2015's Fantastic Four is really bad.
Yeah, and I'd rather watch that shitty ass movie 5 times in a row than watch Venom again and Venom Let There Be Carnage.
So you would rather watch what they did to Doctor Doom
Yeah.
than this?
Yes.
Okay.
Did I watch Fantastic Four?
I really
I
hope you
skipped it.
did. I really hope you
It
did.
is so bad. Like, I remember obviously watching it. I was like, oh, look, because they shot some on LSU's campus. I'm like, oh, look, been in there. Oh, been in there. Had a class in there. Whoop. But, oh, man, what they did to Doom. Ugh.
Horrendous. Anyway, our next news story is Marvel teases a terrifying new threat for the Avengers. Feige has finally confirmed that the 5th Avengers movie is in the works. And according to
What?
Yahoo Entertainment, he didn't provide any specifics, cautioning fans a month ago, telling us that you need to build the saga before you start bringing everyone together. And
That's smart.
if that's
It's
not
Doom.
the
It's Doom.
fucking hypest thing you've ever heard,
I mean,
Oh.
what? How is that? Okay. How is that hype? How is that the most
in the
hypest
sense of
thing
like,
you've ever heard?
if I was there, I would have gotten chills.
I think what's important now, he says, I think I'm more excited for them fleshing out all this stuff than having big team up
Yes.
stuff. Like,
Yeah.
have the biggest team up, like, have this Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, like, have, like, the No Way Home and the Multiverse of Madness, have that be the big team up. I don't want to see, like, another big team up movie for a while.
Young Avengers in
I'm thinking
2024.
this
I'm
is
just
gonna
calling
be
it
phase
now.
5. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would much rather see all these smaller stories. Obviously, Eternal is not going to be small because, it's fucking eons and shit.
Who knows? Who knows what will be that terrifying new threat? Could it be?
I wouldn't want to see the actual new threat until like 2030. You know what I mean?
That's a bit much. That's pushing it just.
I think a big movie every 10 years is fucking flames, dude.
I don't know about that. That's a bit much.
The Avengers fight income tax reform.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. But who knows? It could be Kang. It could be
It's gonna be
Doom.
Mephisto.
Doom.
It could be Doom.
Oh god, we do God Doom. Oh man.
It could be Fing Fang Foom. Who knows? I just
Did
like
you just
saying,
try to rhyme?
No.
It
I
could
just
be-
like
it
saying
could-
Fing Fang Foom.
You know who it could be? These nuts. Okay, I'm sorry. Rob.
That was good. That was good. It would have been better if you said Aldi, but I'll take
Aldi.
that. I'll take that. And that's when we would have said Aldi. Who?
Galactus, maybe.
We'll see.
Dragon.
And the last Marvel news segment, whatever it is WandaVision got snubbed at the Emmys. I, for one, will be writing to my local congressperson about this outrage. Elizabeth Olsen needs a goddamn Oscar. And Cristian, you've been telling me this for weeks now. Like, the Emmys have nothing to do with the Oscars. Like, I just don't believe it. Like, there's no way that she couldn't get an Oscar for her performance in WandaVision. Okay? I won't stand for it.
It's not a movie and it didn't release in theaters.
I won't stand for it, Cristian. All right? I won't stand for it. Anyway. None of them got... Oh, I'm skipping ahead. The set designs, the costume designs, the music. None of them got an Emmy, and it's bullshit. Okay? It's absolutely
Ruben, I'm gonna stop you right there, Ruben.
Why? What's up?
They did win Emmys in those 3.
Oh.
Agatha all along did win Best Original Score.
Well, good for Agatha.
They did win Best Emmy for Best Costuming, Sci-Fi, Fantasy for the first episode. They did win Best Production Design. So, for like a limited series.
Okay.
So WandaVision did win Emmys.
Okay. But where's her goddamn Oscar, Eric?
I mean, you may have to talk to the board about that.
I will. Again, I'll
I
be
think you're
writing
the-
to my local
you're the wrong
congressperson.
medium. I also will say, what is the name of this character you have decided to bestow on us right here? This bit.
What character?
This Elizabeth Olsen Oscar character. What's his name?
It's me.
It's you.
Yeah, I've been saying that since WandaVision episode 1.
Mm.
She deserves an Oscar.
Kate Winslet won in her
As
the actress. That's very, very cool.
Man, phenomenal. According to Variety, the series was predicted to win at least 2 awards for acting. Both Catherine Hahn and Paul Bettany were heavily tipped as favorites in their categories for limited series drama. So, I'm just saying.
I will say it was
Vishan got.
I will say it was a big night for genre TV.
Yeah.
Like, this is probably the most recognition genre TV's ever gotten in a long time. You know, like Mandalorian was up for best drama series. Mandalorian was up for best writing in a show, best guest actors, best direction, best production design, costuming, and like the
makes sense.
boys were in it. Yeah. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, I'm agreeing. Like season 2 of Mandalorian is like awesome. So
so like I think the last episode, the Jedi got nominated for best writing. So I used to big like the boys got nominated. You know, WandaVision, all this stuff. So it was a big night for genre TV. So having 23 Emmy nominations is nothing to shake a stick at.
Oh no,
like, that's a big deal, especially for like superhero stuff.
Yeah.
Like I remember when it was a big deal and Black Panther was nominated for Best Picture. Like that was a big
deal.
Oh yeah. Obviously it wasn't going to win, but it won Oscars that night for like production design and costume. Like these are big deals. Like it may not be like the big pedigree Best Actor, Best Picture stuff, but like being nominated for this stuff is still, we've come a long way. Like genre,
it's
like superhero stuff.
It's a step in the right direction towards recognition, right?
Chloe Zhao gonna win best cinematography. Calling it now.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
What do you mean we'll see about that?
Not what Dennis has to say.
Oh, cinematography? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who the DP is on that movie. But yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
Can I say one more thing, Ruben, before we move on?
Go right ahead.
Hey, the media journalists, stop asking directors about Marvel.
Ugh. Tell me about it.
Just stop.
Yeah, I agree.
It's so boring. Like
they do it for clicks.
It literally just creates headlines where people just jump on. I can't even say his last name properly, so I'm not even gonna try. Dennis Villeneuve. Like it.
You say Dennis?
Dennis. I'm gonna call him Dennis.
Is it not Dennis?
It is not Dennis, but we'll allow Eric to say Dennis.
Dennis obviously said that they're like cookie cutters. Sometimes they're the same, and like you know what?
What's the last movie he did?
He
Blade Runner 2049.
He's made some cool stuff.
All right.
Like, he's made some cool stuff, but obviously, like when you corner these directors like that and ask them about this, and they don't have anything, they're not like super overjoyed and stuff. It's like the internet just attacks them, and obviously, he can think what he wants. Like I don't agree with him, but cool if he thinks that way. Same with Scorsese. Like they're fine. You don't have to ask them. Everything can coexist together. You can have Dune and you can have Shang-Chi.
Are we excited?
Like that's fine. I've never seen anything or read anything Dune.
Neither have I.
The cast is pretty stacked, so I'm gonna watch it.
Hans Zimmer, you know I'm already in.
Yeah.
So
some people who watched it at TIFF were saying it's probably the best Hans Zimmer score.
Oh God, that just made my day, Christian. That just made my fucking day.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm glad to hear that. Oh God. Ugh. I just thought of a world without Hans Zimmer, and I got really scared.
What if Hans Zimmer wasn't real?
Oh no! Don't even put that out.
What if everything was Danny Elfman?
I'd be okay with that, but like Hans Zimmer has a sort of flair, you know.
Whoa.
So, let's get into it. Ant-Man premiere date was June 29th, 2015. Just a little over a month after Age of Ultron, and woo, man, oh man.
What do you mean, oof?
No,
What does that mean?
It's a good oof. Like,
Okay.
it was very soon, but like I'm glad it was like so close together. You know.
I mean, it was almost 2 months, so
Yeah, but you know, I'm glad it wasn't more than that. Just because, like,
yeah.
what a great character. With a budget of 130 to 169.3, nice, $1 million, and a box office of $519.3 million. Wow,
Good
what
for Paul Rudd.
a success! And can we just say, like, I know we're gonna get into it later, but like Paul Rudd in this movie is phenomenal. Like, there is no other person I could have picked for this role that would have done it so well. Besides,
I love
Emily
Ant-Man.
Wilson.
I loved the Paul Rudd's portrayal of Scott Lang. It's so fucking
It's so great.
It's good.
So great. Directed by Peyton Reed, which he's one of my favorite MCU directors. He's top 3 right now.
Who are your top 3?
Also, obviously, it's the Russo brothers is number 1. Peyton Reed and John Watts are tied for 2.
Mhm.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah. He's my former boss. I can't really say shit about him.
You said fuck Ryan Coogler, I guess.
I did. And I'm okay with that.
I hope Ryan Coogler's in your top 5.
Huh?
Nothing. Keep going.
Ryan Coogler's not in my top 5. I'm sorry to tell you this. Screenplay by Edgar Wright, Joe Cornish, Adam McKay, and Paul Rudd. And man, oh man, I love me some Adam McKay in the MCU. This is by far probably the funniest MCU movie we've had so far.
Is that true?
So
I saw
far.
Eric do the same thing.
I would
did.
say
I was like, wait,
only
little
just
head thing.
because Luis.
No, we'll talk about Luis. I
Okay.
still have my issues with Luis. But
Okay, all right, that's fair. I didn't really prep the.
I'd say Guardians is funnier than this, but that's just me.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
This is one of the funniest MCU movies. There's no doubt about it.
And one of the most creative. One of the most creative.
yes, yeah, oh yeah.
As you can see, I didn't prep many discussion questions. I am just going to say, first things first, movie is probably my favorite favorite in the entirety of the MCU, just because of all the things it does. It shows off a character which I had no fucking clue about in such a great way, and I'm even going to say this is way better introduction to a character than Shang-Chi.
All right, Eric. Can we? I don't know if I want to podcast with Ruben anymore.
Nah, like listen. I understand, like that's my view on this is just like not the normal view, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. But like this movie is everything I want. It's a heist movie.
It's still fresh too.
It's a heist movie. It's a superhero movie in one.
It's a comedy.
It's a comedy.
I think it works well because it's a comedy that just happens to have high stuff and superhero stuff in it. So yeah.
It's a perfect trifecta. That's all
I
I'll say.
think what works well about it is like the superpower is not like just some crazy, like he just shrinks. It's just tech. That's all it is. I think that's what makes it like the heist so much better. It's like he doesn't have superpowers. He can just shrink really small. But I will say this is one of the best. One of the best movies for me in the MCU. Like, obviously, I think ranking on it, I have it in the middle because everything else above it is just so much more impactful to me. But this movie is really good. I think it has a very nice pace. It is pretty quick, which I think is its benefit. I definitely like this more than Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yes.
I think of the two movies, I prefer Ant-Man.
You want to know why? Adam McKay wasn't brought back for Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I'm gonna be so excited to rewatch Ant-Man and the Wasp because I remember really loving that movie the first time I watched it because of its like I thought it was just a better comedy than a superhero movie in general. And then of course we watched this last night and I was like, I don't know anymore because this movie like how Eric said is so strong, especially because of its pace. I think it's like minute to minute works really well and it's keeping me entertained. And it's not dragging at any point, really. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
So, before we continue on this route, I want to start campaigning for at least the top 3 spot for this movie. We have Michael Douglas. Shut up. Listen. Just listen.
You're not doing a strong case
We
right now.
have
for getting us on
Michael
your side.
Douglas, Evangeline Lilly,
In a terrible
Paul
wig.
Rudd. Yeah, it is a terrible wig. Yeah, but that's okay. She's like, her character is great in this movie. Paul Rudd and I forgot this guy's name. Darren Cross. Okay.
One of the weakest. I mean, what? Oh,
That's
we got a whole
yeah.
section dedicated to that.
That's okay. But again, perfect 3. This movie comes in 3s.
We got Judy Greer in this movie.
Oh my God, Judy Greer.
We've got Bobby, Italian
Chef's
last
kiss.
name, whose name I can't remember.
I think
He
I
was
just saw
he was
Ruben's O-face.
No, just
No, Bobby Cast.
No.
I don't remember his name is. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Yes. He was in The
Yeah.
He's
Irishman.
great. Yeah, he's great. Yeah.
Ti.
Like this, yeah.
For
We
some
have
reason.
Ti in the MCU. Are you kidding me right now?
The other guy, Polka Dot Man, I can't remember who his name. He's great in this movie
Yes,
too. Like,
I completely forgot that was him.
I don't like him in this movie. Wait, but that's from the second movie.
that is from the second one. No, another one we forgot about. God, he was in Remember the Titans. I can't remember his name. He was also in The Wire. He played Bobby's partner in the movie, his detective partner. I can't remember his name. He was in The Wire.
Tell me right now.
He was in The Wire as Bobby's partner.
No, in this movie, he is Bobby's partner. Well, Bobby's not his character's name. That's the actor's name.
Oh, you're talking about the
Kind of
CIA bad guy?
No, fuck. What was his name? Shit.
Oh, okay. I have the cast open.
Wood Harris.
Oh,
David Harris. Yeah. He was in The Wire. He was Yvonne Barksdale. He was Julius Campbell in Remember the Titans. Yeah. He was funny in it too. Like, there's a lot of good in this movie, Ruben. I don't know if I can go top 3 good, but there's a lot of
top 5.
Yes, I'm with you on top 5.
Okay, all right. As long as we're top 5, I'm okay with that. What did you guys think of this movie? Let's start
Eric,
with Cristian.
please.
No, let's start with
With me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me tell you a little bit about how it went for me yesterday. I'm sitting here, and usually Sundays are my day where I don't eat as much. It's my break from eating so many calories during the week. I'm trying to gain weight. And so on Sunday, I kind of take it easy. And this movie starts, and Louise is like, "You want some waffles?" And I'm like, "Fuck, now I want pancakes." And so I pause the movie, and I go make pancakes. And then I sit here with my pancakes, and I watch the rest of this movie, and it's fucking awesome because, like, it's so entertaining. Yeah, I forget. Ruben is right that it is, but you guys are both right. I think it's like one of the stronger MCU movies. If we had it like as a tier ranking, there's obviously the S tier movies in the MCU, like of course the Russo brother movies are S tiers. I would probably make the argument that Ant-Man is probably an A tier movie. Paul Rudd's performance, how smart it's written, and how amazing the pace is, how fresh it still feels even rewatching it now. Like, not many movies are. They're usually like superhero movies first and like the other genre second. This way it feels the other way around, where it's like a Paul Rudd movie / heist movie first and superhero stuff second.
Yeah.
I think that contributes a lot to why this movie is so strong. And I really liked it on this rewatch.
Plus, you have the chemistry with Evangeline Lilly and Paul
It's
Rudd.
so good, dude.
Oh my God. I would say this is probably better than, almost as good, not better, almost as good as Tony with Pepper.
Say almost. Yeah.
Yeah, almost as good. Eric, what are you talking?
I really like this movie. I think it's really fun. The funny thing is, Tessa did not see this movie with me in theaters for the first time. The first time she actually watched this movie is when she had brain surgery, and we were in her hospital room, and Ant-Man was one of the movies that you could watch on the TV, and so we started watching it, and like, she's just out. And I think about a week later, she was like, "Oh, let's watch Ant-Man." I'm like, "We watched this last week. You don't remember?" Eric, I was under some drugs a lot, so I don't really remember this movie. But she watched it. Yeah, she liked it. I like this movie. I remember the end credit scene. Lost my mind when it said we got a guy who can climb up walls. I'm like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Was Spider-Man already in the MCU at this point? Like, were those like, what did that news break already, or
No,
I
it
can't
was
remember.
February of 2015 when that news broke,
Oh,
and
really?
so maybe they threw that in there just to have it. But
Yeah.
yeah, this movie's really fun. I this is one of the MC movies I can just rewatch a lot because it's just fun.
If you told me I
Yep.
had to watch this movie over again tonight, I'd be like, yeah, sure, let's go. Let's do it.
And it was also such a nice change of pace from like the super heavy seriousness of Age of Ultron,
Yes.
and then you
Yeah.
get this movie, and it was nice, lighthearted fun. So
Oh, man. So good. Do we have anything else we want? We have, again, this is me campaigning. We have Thomas the Train Engine becoming a big prop in this movie. Like, come on, guys. Are we
I
kidding
do
right
kind
now?
of wish. I remember when the movie's coming out. I kind of wish some of these like the best moments, what I'd call the best moments of the movie, weren't like part of the trailers. Because I think the train scene when Darren Cross gets hit by the train is like one of the funniest moments of that movie. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, like it's kind of ruined by like marketing. Like you're already expecting it during the movie.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still a strong segment.
He looked so scared, and then he just realized, like, oh,
Yeah.
it's just a toy train. I don't need to worry about it.
Also Paul Rudd and like working for Baskin Robbins is just funny. He gets fired.
Baskin Robbins
uh,
always finds out.
to your point, Ruben, I think this movie is very creative, especially with the fight scenes.
Yeah.
Like the fight in the briefcase, when they bump into the phone, the music starts playing. I think that's really good. The fight on like that, they had this big final. With most Marvel movies, you got Ultron bringing down Sokovia, you got Cap breaking down the Triskelion. The final fight in this movie is on his daughter's play train set.
Yeah.
I thought that was really, really
Mm-hmm.
genius. Um, I I think it was funny if you guys remember like the behind the scenes shit that went in this movie, like the whole let's see. Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. Edgar Wright, how he was supposed to write and
Yep.
direct this movie, and then that was like one of the first big cases of uh the director and Marvel just not getting along.
Yeah.
And he left that, but he still has some story credit on it. Because I remember, I don't know if you guys remember, it was like Comic-Con 2012. They actually showed some test footage of what Ant-Man would be
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
remember that?
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was that hallway scene where he's just kicking those two security guards' ass.
But
Yeah.
this movie, I was really interested for this movie because how are you going to do Ant-Man? How are you going to make audiences love Ant-Man? Of course, like Marvel finds a way to do it. They made us care about a talking tree, a talking raccoon.
Yeah.
But and
That's
then
why
like,
Marvel's so good at. Oh, sorry.
oh yeah, no, you're right. Like Marvel's great at that because they figure out what makes these characters important. That's the human side of them, not their powers.
Yes.
I want to give some credit to Peyton Reed. Obviously, he's known for Ant-Man and the Wasp, Ant-Man, and he's going to be directing Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. He was also a director for a couple episodes of The Mandalorian. And of course, he did a couple episodes of New Girl. I don't know why I brought that in there, but he also did,
Really?
yeah, he also did Yes Man and The Breakup.
I love Yes Man.
Are you kidding me right now? And
He
of
also did
course,
Bring It On.
I was just gonna say that, yeah. So, and he did a
Yep.
couple episodes of Mr. Show. God, wow, really? And also the Weird Al Show.
I
Crazy.
did not know he did New Girl.
Oh,
And-
Weird Al. Sure.
yeah.
Interesting. I'm sorry. I'm thinking LEG. Never mind. Take it back.
All right, that's great.
He did the
Uh,
best episode of The Mandalorian.
Yeah,
Which one? And what is that?
Season 2 finale.
The Jedi one?
The
Yeah.
one with Luke. Yeah.
spoilers.
It's a pretty good episode. Okay, I have some stuff to say about Ant-Man.
Yeah, go for it.
Listen. Phase 3, of course, is when I think it starts getting really unique for Marvel. But Phase 2 doesn't get enough credit, right? And I think where it starts is Guardians, where like we start getting how weird and interesting and unique the MCU can be. I think for me, why I found it so great the first time and why it's still fun the second time is that Ant-Man does feel separate from the MCU. Like it feels kind of unique and different to like the normal superhero. What do you call it? Solo. What is the what is that? The origin story.
Yeah.
Okay.
one of the reasons why I love it so much is that subject lens is so cool. Seeing like the camera work go from normal perspective
Yeah.
down to the shrinking perspective when he puts it on the suit for the first time in the bathtub.
Mm-hmm.
That scene, we can just stop there. That scene alone is so fucking cool just to watch. Like visually, it's so interesting.
That scene, the scene where they're fighting in the freaking suitcase, like Eric said, like briefcase. Sorry, not suitcase. The scene where he's running through the carpet on the little girl's table. Like, are you kidding me? And he just brings a whole bunch of ants. The scene where he is getting attacked by the crazy ants, and he's like, and he just embiggens, and he's like, that was scarier a couple seconds ago. Like, come on, like everything in this movie, and I will say,
Anthony.
Oh God, that's the only part I didn't like about this movie. Like,
what?
You couldn't think of a better name than Anthony?
Anthony, that's
it's
an awesome
funny.
Pun.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because we'll get into the worst part about this movie, Ruben.
Okay.
Is that Darren Cross?
And
However,
it is Darren Cross.
I will say one thing Darren Cross has going for him: this suit looks fucking kick-ass. All right, it's a CGI suit, but it still looks fucking great.
Oh, the yellow jacket suit.
Yes, the yellow jacket.
I thought you meant like just like the suit.
Business suit. Oh my God, look at that three-piecer right there.
Can we?
He
Quick
does
second.
look good in three-piece though.
What do you call it? The de-aging tech of Disney
Oh.
has not held up as well as I thought it was going to be, but
I don't know about that.
it's good enough.
I think Michael Douglas looked okay.
It's a little uncanny.
Okay.
It's not as bad as
Tony.
Grandmaster Tarth and Rogue One and Leia and Rogue One. Like those were bad.
Oh yeah,
those were really bad. Oh my God, I forgot what was I gonna say.
Darren Cross.
Darren Cross, bad. Like not a fun villain. Like it was just you didn't notice me. God, I'm gonna take everything from you. Like that.
Yeah, he's a little whiny.
Yeah.
But
remember, he is only hotter than Abomination, everyone, according to Vulture.
That's right.
Darren Cross is not a hot man at all.
I forgot about that.
How could we forget? Especially in that three-piece suit.
Boring, one-dimensional, literally was just like, guys, I've got to make Hank Pym pay.
I was let down by Darren because I love that actor, and I used to watch House of Cards back when House of Cards was good.
Yep.
And like when I found out that he was going to be the MCU villain, I was like, cool. What a great opportunity to have some antagonist be like menacing and interesting, but maybe a little bit empathetical. And I don't know. And I just didn't get that with Darren Cross at all.
I was really hoping that it was going to be more like, obviously more character depth than him just being like, oh, my mentor just like gave up on me and he hired some Joe Schmo off the street, you know?
But he's kind of like Kylo Ren, though, if you think about it.
Yeah, but like Kylo Ren is a source of
same motivations. Same motivations.
Yeah, but Kylo Ren.
You're not going to.
Kylo Ren's a better character. I like Kylo Ren
on the show, Ruben.
Huh?
I know you like Kylo Ren, Cristian. I'm talking to Ruben.
What'd you say?
Kylo Ren does not get shamed on this.
No shame at all. Show. No shame at all. No,
okay.
No, of course not. I think
he literally held that trilogy on his back.
That's just, I wholeheartedly agree. He did. I got nothing else to say, but like the creativity in this movie is phenomenal.
Listen, when I was in the theater, I was on the verge of shitting my pants when Scott realizes he's got. I mean, they introduced it earlier, but when you realize he's got to go, he's like, I got to go subatomic. And you get the subatomic sequence. I left that theater being like, this is the #1 Marvel movie. Of course, I don't actually think that now, but like initially when I first watched that scene, I was like,
Eric,
what the fuck?
He just said
I can't. No, dude, and like I can't believe like we're actually going to be exploring more of the quantum realm now. Like we've gotten hints of it with like the rumor is that Loki takes place in the quantum realm. Like that's where they're actually. I think Eric even mentioned that earlier too.
Yes.
They use quantum tech to, of course, time travel and Endgame, and then of course creating a whole quantum media movie. So, like, I am so excited to explore this further. Like, it's awesome. Everything with Michael Douglas and the way he talks about his past, I think, is really well done. There's a scene with Evangeline Lilly when he finally admits to how her mother actually passed away, which was the scene when they're like stopping a Russian nuke, and it got me on the couch. I'm over here like tearing up. Yeah.
It was quality. I think Michael Douglas, that was a very good casting, because I was excited to see if they were going to do Hank Pym, because I much prefer Scott Lang over Hank Pym. Hank Pym is very much I don't know what that was. Hank Pym is not great. Because there's different versions of Hank Pym. One that like the Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. He's very much pacifist who makes Ultron because he doesn't want to be a pacifist. And there's the one, the Ultimate line, where he's a domestic abuser. It's a weird, yeah. Read the Ultimate lines, like Captain America goes to a bar and beats the shit out of Hank Pym, and Hank Pym tries to like go Giant Man, and then Cap brings him down. It's just like, stay away from
awesome.
Hope, or I will fucking kill you. It's wild.
Wow.
So I thought it was good that Hank Pym was kind of like, Hank Pym is like another Tony Stark character, where like so much has come from Hank Pym, and so much of the MCU has, and it's, of course you get that in Ant-Man and the Wasp, but like Hank Pym leaves a footprint. And to go with what Cristian was saying, I do like how this is not as connected to the MCU. The only line we get, like, don't they have countries to bring down or something right now?
Yeah.
I'm not calling the Avengers for this shit.
Sokovia.
There was another hint. Well, not hint, but like the newspaper that when Scott is flying on Anthony, he lands on a newspaper, and the newspaper headline was, "Who really is like responsible for Sokovia?" And I just thought that was clever.
Oh, that's I missed that.
Yeah. It's a blink or miss.
We do have a bigger Avengers connection, which is obviously the Avengers compound.
Oh my god! Yes,
one of the most amazing scenes of the movie. When that happens in theaters, when you realize like, oh, it's not just the regular storage facility, and you see the big A, like in the theater, I lost it. I was like,
you hear the music too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and it's such a good fight. It was such a well done fight, and it's just the end, like, no one can tell Cap about this.
And then we get that payoff in the post credit scene. It's like, I know a guy.
Yeah.
Tic Tac.
I've watched that. That was the post credit scene that I watched the most, because that was when I was working in the movie theaters. And till this day, if you had told me he said Sokovia Accords, if you had told me he said the Accords, I wouldn't believe you, because his line delivery is just like so. The way Anthony Mackie talks, it's like it meshes, all the words mesh all together in that scene. But like, I was hyped as fuck, you know. I guess I need subtitles to watch a movie. How about that?
I'm a big subtitle fan as well.
Me too.
Yeah. Interesting. At home.
Speaking of Darren Cross, guys, I have an updated theory.
I do want to hear Cristian before we get into theories and stuff. I'd like to hear Cristian's take on Luis. You said
okay. That's right.
Thank you. Yeah.
I know, obviously, you probably have something to say on him, but like a very beloved character in the MCU, like very much one of the most memed characters. Like a lot of people would say, like, I wish someone recapped the MCU, but it was Luis.
Yeah,
stuff like that. So.
Before Endgame,
for good reason too, because I love Luis as well. Right, there's a lot to love about him. He's super funny. Michael Pena, obviously a very comedic actor. Those scenes where he's recapping stuff is always hilarious, especially when he goes off on like weird tangents that like you get a little bit of his character, like what he's interested in. What are you laughing at, Eric? What are you thinking about?
You know I love a good rosé.
Yeah, see, like stuff like that, like those lines is like those throwaway lines are like super funny, right?
Yeah.
But my issue, I think, comes with just casting in general. Like Michael Pena is very open about like how he doesn't like a lot of his roles. Because as a Mexican American actor, I mean, just in general, like different minorities go through this, but like Michael Pena gets stereotyped as like the comedic Mexican guy all the time. And he's always wanting to pursue different kinds of roles in Hollywood, but they just don't offer them to him. Like they always want him as this kind of person, as like a Luis type of character. And like, not to say that Luis sucks, because I don't think that's true at all, but it's a shame to see like my people represented on screen as just like the people who are there to support the main white dude and who are just there to like make everyone laugh, which is kind of a bummer for me. But now that we're getting stuff like Black Panther and we just got Shang-Chi as well, I would love to see a Mexican superhero or like a Latino superhero in some capacity at some point in the future. We got a little bit with Miles. That representation was awesome to see in Miles when he's speaking Spanish with his mom.
Yeah.
And then we might get a Blue Beetle coming with DC. So I think that's going to be really, really cool. So
We
there's a lot
are
to love about.
getting.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
so we are getting America Chavez and Doctor Strange. So
Oh.
at the so I agree with you. I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm so sorry.
Did not know that.
I just want to let you know, like, hopefully that representation is coming.
Yes.
Because that'd be great.
And I think it is, yeah. So there's a lot to love about Luis, but there's a few criticisms I have. But otherwise, I mean, yeah, I love him as well.
I will say, for people that haven't seen Michael Pena in a serious role, please do yourselves a favor and watch End of Watch with Jake Gyllenhaal. Fucking phenomenal.
Very good film.
Yeah, very good
The
film.
best David Ayer film.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't like Suicide Squad?
Nobody likes Suicide Squad.
It was fun. It was fun. I had a fun time watching that. That man looked like a crocodile.
We're not getting into that.
You know who we didn't talk about at all?
Who?
Just the relationship between Scott and Cassie. I think is really well done.
Okay, talk amongst yourselves. Give me 1 second. I got a phone call.
Okay.
Like you're definitely right, because I think we talked about earlier how these it's so weird just watching his mouth move and nothing come out.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's important we talked about how Marvel gets the human characters done right, and this movie is all about just a dad trying to provide and want to see his kid again. So he's going through all this stuff, does everyone thing, goes all these heists because he just wants to be able to see his kid, and that's outstanding.
Kind of some criticisms there on like the state of the world too. Like if you're arrested, even if it's for the right reasons, right? Like your life is kind of ruined after that. It's tough to come back, and I think the way Marvel kind of approaches that is really interesting. Like the Baskin Robbins dude is like, yeah, I respect, man. Like you did something very awesome. Of course I have to fire you. But yeah, there's some criticisms there. I also just love that he comes in anyway to see his daughter on her birthday, and he gives her like the most disgusting stuffed animal, and she's like, "I love it. He's ugly."
Yeah,
like that's just cute.
I do like that she like idolizes him, even though like she knows like I guess like yeah that he's a screw up, and that's okay. Like she still idolizes him, and she still loves him for who he is.
Yeah,
I hope my kids like that one day. You know, they just idolize me for being a screw up.
What did you guys think of Paul Rudd's shredded body when he's training?
Surprise!
Yeah,
Surprised he got that shredded.
You're surprised. Why are you surprised?
You didn't think Paul Rudd could do it?
Didn't you?
No, it's just like you don't see Paul Rudd with the ripped body. You usually just see him in comedies. So
okay, all right, that's fair.
He's not he's not massive, but it's like, oh damn.
I just feel like if Chris Pratt could do it, I think Paul Rudd could do this, no problem.
very true.
Yeah.
There are a lot of comedies in the late or early 2010s of Paul Rudd just being like this, like
also
schlubby...
how old is Paul Rudd?
52?
Yeah,
this man doesn't age.
He was in his 40s, right? During this movie.
I'll tell you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I cut you off, Christian. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just saying he's a little schlubby in all the other movies, so this is change of pace for Paul Rudd.
He is 52 years old right now. So, what? 6 years ago, he was 45,
47.
47.
Oh wait, 2021. Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
You gotta think Paul's got this Ant-Man movie and possibly maybe one more after that.
I will also say, New Jersey gave us this one good thing. He's born in Passaic, New Jersey.
Paul. Yeah. Oh, did not know that.
One good thing.
Jersey.
Do we have anything else to bring up before I get into my theory?
I like how they whistled "It's a Small World."
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Did they?
Yeah, when Luis was like,
Is that what he's whistling?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
My updated
Solid
theory.
movie.
Yeah, very solid movie. Top tier. Honestly, I haven't done a ranking like you guys have on Letterboxd, but like this might be
Oh, I've been redoing mine.
For origin movies, this is definitely number 2.
We'll talk. We'll talk.
That's why I think like the origin movies have gotten better because I feel as though like these are characters that are like lived in this universe before
Yeah.
they become. Whereas like you know,
Mhm.
Captain America is like, oh look, I'm a skinny guy now. I'm a big dude. Like I don't know how to do this.
I guess it's also like these are characters we probably never would have gotten if it wasn't for the MCU. You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel as though they've gotten superhero origin movies have gotten much better.
Yeah.
Like we did stumble once since then, but
What was the
Oh,
one?
we'll get there. I know what he's talking
we
about.
stumbled once since then, but
Black Widow.
No.
most of the origin movies have been like probably like Shang-Chi. I didn't feel as though it was an origin movie. I know we call it an origin movie, but like he lived in that world for so long, and he's just back in it. So
I would
that's why
say
I do.
origin movie is like he becomes the hero we know him.
I understand that,
Yeah.
but I just feel like origin movies have definitely gotten better because like origin movies used to be like not
Never forget. I recently watched Spider-Man 2002 again
Great
for the
film.
first time.
Amazing.
And that movie still fucking holds up.
Mm-hmm.
Still
Does.
fucking holds up.
Willem Dafoe, great
Yeah.
performance.
Yeah. Also, Willem Dafoe super ripped in that movie for no reason.
He's always been kind of that way, though.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
He's like that skinny ripped.
Yeah.
skinny
yeah.
rip. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would put. So update your theory. Hear me out. What if Darren Cross survived, and he's just in the quantum realm and gets brought back by Kang in the next Avengers movie? It could be like a bigger version of the Sinister Six. We
I
have.
would hate that.
You wouldn't hate it, right? We have.
No, I would hate that.
Oh, you would hate that.
Do you
Yeah.
put up $5 in the jar right now?
I don't have $5.
Well, he's still hold on. He's still going. I want to hear more of this.
Oh,
No,
okay.
like we see if what's this guy's name? If the way that we see Black Panther going, how it is currently, like if Chadwick Boseman didn't die, and we just see Kang bringing out like the big guns and getting freaking Killmonger. We have freaking Darren Cross is somehow one of the big bads. We have fucking Jeff Bridges coming back. Tony, like, come on, are we kidding me right now?
Back the lamest villains and then kill them.
I just wanted to say Tony, you know.
Yeah, I think it's just like no one would get excited to see Darren Cross back. It'd be like, okay, him, ooh.
Okay, all right, that's
Because
fair.
He's too mayo. He's too mayo.
I
for my
also
taste.
thought like I did want to see like somebody that we knew from Hydra show up in this movie, like if it was Crossbones.
Yeah, but I think that's its strength of this movie. Like it doesn't bring up much crazy MCU stuff. It's just all right. This guy works for Hydra. Oh, I remember Hydra. Hydra did stuff.
Right.
Like-
I would have liked to see somebody familiar,
Yeah.
but that's okay. I'm okay with that.
Can I just say something?
Yeah, go for it.
I love you guys.
For what? What did we do?
Just saying it.
Okay. All right.
Thank you. Thank you. Love you too.
And now it's time to it's rank the Stan Lee cameos.
I
gotta-
have forgotten what the Stan Lee cameo is.
Stan Lee
in this.
cameo is at the end where he's
Bartender.
recapping.
That's
yes.
right. Yeah.
But before we do that, I'm gonna switch it over to the next one, which is rank the villains, because I have another phone call. Eric, go ahead.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh,
Hold on. I'm sorry. One
Christian
second.
and I can just talk. We want you here for that.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
We'll
But-
just talk about.
You gotta answer
something.
that phone, man.
Yeah. No, it's all right. I gotta call them back. Hold on.
Secure the bag.
Hold on.
He's getting the screen up
All right.
to. Yeah, there we go.
So Christian, what movie are you excited to see next? Just in general.
Oh, that's a very good question. I've been
I figured
rewatching
we-
the Bond.
I figured we
What?
just get away from Marvel for a second. Let's just talk about
Yeah,
movies.
we can wait for him. I've been rewatching the Bond movies
Okay.
in preparation for No Time to Die, so that was
Mhm.
fun to rewatch Casino Royale.
Ugh. Casino Royale.
That was quick.
What a
Is a
shitty
great.
movie.
What are you insane?
What the
Casino Royale is like the second
Listen,
best
No Time to
movie.
Die actually looks very interesting for me as a person
Yeah.
who hates Daniel Craig as Bond.
What
You're
the fuck
insane.
cake is this?
Am I insane? We'll find out.
Movies are the best.
We'll find out. We'll
You
find
just
out.
didn't like that they played poker for 45 minutes.
No, I actually like poker. It's just like Casino Royale was meh.
It's so good.
But we will be doing I was
Like
gonna say
the
Casino
part where,
Royale in
like,
review.
where you just kept like stop putting your fingers to your ear. I was like, oh man, this is so intense. It's so good.
All right. Well, you have it. Okay, we're gonna be watching the James Bond movies leading up to No Time to Die.
You don't got a lot of time.
Yeah.
Well, how much time do we have?
No Time to Die comes out.
Bond.
Yeah.
What?
You'd have to start now or last week.
What? When does it come out?
Dude, they're like, it comes
It
out
comes out October 8th.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we're doing 2 weeks.
It's
What? No. The James Bond. How many movies are in this trilogy or whatever?
5.
5.
This will be the 5th. Yeah, this will be the 5th one, dude. You
Oh,
can't talk
okay.
shit about
No. I thought you meant like 5 before this movie.
There are 4 before this movie.
Yeah, that's fine. We can watch 2 movies in
That's
a
a
week.
lot of movie.
That's a
That's a
lot
lot of movie in 1 week.
No, because we're going on hiatus next week, so we can sub in 2 movies that week.
I thought. So what?
I don't know, man.
We'll talk about this off the
Are
show.
we not? Are we not going on hiatus?
On the show.
Okay,
Let's do some rankings.
Okay. So I'm back, which means it's time for ranking the Stanley cameos.
Ah.
And of course, we're just doing number 10 and up. That's it, guys.
I learned my lesson last week.
Okay. Number 10, we have the Guardians of the Galaxy as the perverted old man hitting on the younger lady on Nova with Rocket's voiceover. Number 9, we have the Incredible Hulk as the old man dying from radiation poisoning, we think. We're not really sure. It doesn't really specify. Number 8, we have Thor: The Dark World. Can I get my shoe back in the mental hospital? Which, again, it's a little too high on this list, but that's okay. Number 7, we have Iron Man 3 as the beauty pageant judge on TV, which is also a little too high on this list. Which number 6, we have Iron Man as Hugh Hefner. Number 5. Number 5 is Captain America, the First Avenger, as the White House Medal of Honor commentator who says, I thought he'd be taller. Number 4, we have Captain America, the Winter Soldier, as the Smithsonian security guard who is going to lose his job because Cap stole his uniform. Back. I should put that in there. Cap stole his uniform. Back. Number 3, we have Avengers, superheroes in New York. Give me a break. The old man playing chess in the park in the news segment. Of course, we have number 2 as Thor pickup truck. Number 2 in Thor. No. Number 2 is Thor as the pickup truck guy trying to lift the hammer, looking back, asking, did I get it? And of course, number 1, we have Avengers Days of Ultron as the World War II vet that gets super hammered at the Avengers party. Where would we like to put Ant-Man as...
Well, we should probably talk about what it is first.
Well, give me a sec. Jeez. As... the old man in Luis's I should have wrote this down. The old man in Luis's recap of a story that gets way too obscure, and he's hitting on this old younger lady. I'm not really sure.
He's just talking to somebody.
Just talking
Okay.
about her.
All right.
Yeah. A super fine foxy lady or something.
Yeah. That's fine. Where do you want to put this?
I can go as high as 6.
Yeah, that will go. That's the high. Oh my god. Ruben, where would you put this?
Excuse me.
You're the
God.
Stan-
I'm so
you're the-
sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're the Stan Lee guy.
So
Where-
listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. This needs to be at least number 1. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, 6 is probably the highest I'd go with this.
It's you get a little bit more screen time and kind of more lines in the Hugh Hefner stuff. It's just funny enough, but not quite as funny as the other ones.
Yeah.
You get me?
Okay, I'll. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. And of course, we put this at number 6 I'm not reading this all over again. It's just a mouthful every fucking time.
I think we know.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right.
I'll fill that in later.
Okay. So now it's time to rank the villains, and boy, do we have a fight for a bottom spot here. So,
Do we?
we're going to get that in a second. All right, let's rank the villains. Number 10, Aldrich Killian from Iron Man 3. Number 9, Ronan the Accuser from Guardians 1. Number 8, Tony himself, Obadiah Stane from Iron Man. Number 7, Ultron from Age of Ultron. Number 6, Red Skull from the first Avenger. Number 5, Taskmaster / Dreykov from Black Widow. Number 4, Loki from Thor. Number 3, Loki from Avengers. Number 2, the Winter Soldier from Captain America: The Winter Soldier. And our boy at number 1, Wenwu from Shang-Chi. Where do we think Darren Cross ranks? And I gotta tell you, everybody, for me personally, he is right above Malekith and Curse.
I'm going to be honest with you. I would say he's also above Whiplash and Justin Hammer.
Justin Hammer was fun.
Justin Hammer was fun, but like,
I love that
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I love that we only said the top 10 and we're talking about villains that are not in the top 10.
Darren Cross is bad. Darren Cross is definitely one of the, when they talk about Marvel villains, where it's like, when you see in all the Marvel movies, like, oh, the villain's one-dimensional, the villain's not that great. It's Darren Cross and Malekith for me. Those are like, when I think of really bad MCU villains, it's this. Because at least, Abomination or Emil had like, he was angry that Hulk kicked his ass so much, so he wanted to make himself better, become a monster. And Thunderbolt Ross had an already big connection to Bruce, both personally and from the Hulk point of view. I thought that was really strong. Whereas, Cross only gets the thing above Malekith and Curse because the Yellow Jacket fights were cool.
Go ahead, Christian. I've talked too much on this episode.
I would argue that you could maybe consider Darren Cross a little bit over Abomination. I think, like, Darren Cross is a smart enough guy, even though he is kind of one-dimensional and, like, kind of whiny, let's be honest. He's still, like, is driven enough to become this villain where he is going to murder the people that he actually cares about, which is like a little bit compelling. And then the fact that he learns who like the actual Ant-Man is, Scott Lang, and then figures out where like his family lives, and then like is kind of menacing in like Ant-Man's home and like invades that way, I think is a bit more compelling than Abomination just showing up and smashing things.
I appreciate you saying all this, which is why I'm going to bump up my ranking, and I'm gonna put him definitely above Whiplash / Justin Hammer, just because those guys didn't do anything for me. But I am also going to say,
you did not have fun with Sam Rockwell as Justin Hammer.
Sam Rockwell is great, don't get me wrong, but like, he didn't really do much for me. I will also say Aldrich Killian, kind of a bitch, and like, he didn't really do anything for me either. That whole like, I'm just trying to get back at Tony because he left me on a freaking rooftop on New Year's Eve one night. Like, get the fuck over yourself, bro. Like,
literally what Darren Cross does in this movie. I want to get.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Okay, kind of, not really. I would say Darren Cross. The reason why Darren Cross becomes a villain is because his mentor literally pushed him to the side because he saw too much of himself in him. Too much of Michael Douglas. Well, I would say too much of Hank Pym in Darren Cross. Which is kind of like, whoa, that's crazy that you're saying that. And I feel like if that's the case, you would have been there to help shelter him and like show him the right way, instead of leaving him just by himself to fall to the dark side, so to speak. He's also much more compelling than probably Ronan the Accuser, in the sense that Ronan just wants to. Again, I know this. I'm probably pulling this out of my ass, but I know you guys aren't going to go for this. But Ronan the Accuser is definitely one-dimensional, and like, all he wants is just to kill a mass population of people because of what his ancestors did a long time ago. You're telling me this isn't more compelling? His fucking mentor left him here. Okay, all right.
No.
Okay, all right. I had to try.
I'm
I had to try. I had to try.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
I had
This
to try.
man just kept climbing the ladder of villains.
Well, I
love
mean,
it.
I wouldn't go above. I wouldn't go above Obadiah Stane.
Then when
To be fair-
we were gonna get there.
To
No,
be
that's
fair, I
not
think
right.
Ruben did convince
I was
me
joking,
that
I
Darren
was
Cross is a
joking.
bit better than Whiplash.
He did. Whiplash was just there for no reason.
Or like Whiplash and Just Hammer. I think you might have convinced me that it's a bit more compelling than those villains.
Whiplash is only there just to progress the story,
I
and so is
Okay.
Aldrich Killian. Okay.
I will concede to you that he is better than Whiplash. I just had so much fun watching Sam Rockwell be Justin Hammer.
Yeah, but you also
it
have to it's two sides of the same coin. You can't have Justin Hammer without Whiplash. The
I
shitty
understand. Okay,
version of
I will concede because Aldrich Killian had like that master plan, where he was going to infiltrate everything, and he had the vice president and all that shit involved. Like he was ready to take out the actual president. I thought the extremist people themselves were, scary. Like,
Yeah.
I think I will. You convinced me, Ruben. I will put him right below Aldrich Killian. How about that? 2 spots up. That's big. That's a big improvement.
I will also say,
And he looks good in the suit.
he does look good in the suit.
Like that Vulture.
I think I'm gonna say this. I just think that the twist in this movie that he finds out who Scott Lang is, and he was waiting for him at this entire time, is better than the Aldrich Killian twist. I'm not saying that's gonna be anything up the ladder. I just want to say that I think he deserves better.
I just think
Okay.
Aldrich Killian fucked up Tony's life so much in a short attention span. Took out his best friend almost. Had Pepper hostage. Literally destroyed his home.
Okay.
All that stuff. It affected Tony very much in a lot of ways. We're like, this is Tony Stark here. Like, this is like
Yeah,
probably one of
but
the smartest
if
people in the MCU.
Outplayed the U.S. government to get to not just the president, but to Tony and War Machine in the same maneuver.
okay, all right.
I will give you.
That's fine. I'll
above
take
Justin
two.
Hammer.
I'll take 2 spots.
Yeah.
I'll take what I can get. So it's what are we
He's
agreed?
now.
Didn't even crack the top 10. He's number 11.
What the fuck? Why do I have? Okay, I think I did something wrong here.
Darren Cross, was it K or C? Oh, it was C.
Let's see. Yeah.
He's number 11. Oh, okay. Because I kept. No, there's something wrong here. Continue. I'm sorry.
So yeah, Darren Cross. I think there was another. Also, do you guys remember like watching it the post credit scene when it was the Civil War scene? I was fucking hyped.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my
Yeah.
god, we're about to get Civil War, baby. There's Bucky, Falcon, and Cap.
Which is exciting because it's like straight up just a scene from Civil War.
Yeah.
Listen, yeah, that's very awesome.
I got a guy.
Well, while Ruben does that, is it time to rank the MCU movies?
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, then in that case, let me read you our top 10. Number 10, Iron Man 2. Number 9, Iron Man 1. Number 8, Iron Man 3. Number 7, Black Widow. Number 6, Avengers Age of Ultron. Number 5, Captain America, the First Avenger. Number 4, The Avengers. Number 3, you said it yourself, bitch, Guardians of the Galaxy. Number 2, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. And number 1, Captain America, the Winter Soldier. What does this movie rank for you guys based on this list?
Ooh.
Ruben, you want to go first?
No, I don't want to go first.
Okay,
I know you guys are gonna just shit on me.
I'll do. I know, dude.
See,
For
we'll
me,
see.
I will go at the new number 6. I will put it right above Age of Ultron.
Oh wow. Okay, that's higher than I thought you would go.
So, okay, the numbers, okay. But not as good as Captain America, the First Avenger.
Nope.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna counter that. I think this movie is probably better than Captain America: First Avenger. in the sense
Okay.
that it's funnier. It's got a great set of cast members. We have some good quips. You know, it wasn't great as I could do this all day, but like I already stated my case. All right, I've been campaigning since the beginning.
This is hard because you make a good point. Like, I think the third act of Captain America: The First Avenger isn't as tight as the third act in Ant-Man, and like Red Skull is only marginally better than Darren Cross. Like, he's a better villain for sure, but they're still kind of weaker villains, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So I can see why you would say Ant-Man is better, but I don't know. The themes and like the establishing of Captain America, Steve as Captain America, I think is so well done that it's very hard to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I think you take a character like Captain America that's been around for so long, and people had like some type of expectation when Captain America, like Boy Scout, and he was kind of still a Boy Scout in the movie, but like they made Captain America cool. Whereas like not many people knew about Ant-Man, so it's like I don't know what to expect with this movie. Oh, this is cool. This was fun. And now Ant-Man's, you know, a beloved MCU character. And I think like you're right, like the themes of Captain America, the first one, I think they're just so solid. I just don't think anything in Ant-Man just tops the dummy grenade scene.
Yeah,
and him
that's
training.
true.
I don't think anything in it tops it.
I think
yeah.
You have the scene where he's talking to Evangeline Lilly in the car, and he's like, "Don't you get it? Like the reason why he's hired me is because I'm expendable. Like he doesn't want to lose you." And it just this guy. If anybody knows me, I'm a huge Captain America fan. I think that the Captain America movies just get better with age, like throughout the whole trilogy, just perfection. But like Ant-Man, again, I said this in the beginning, Ant-Man is one of the characters which I thought, like, what the fuck? Why are they bringing Ant-Man into this MCU? Like, who the fuck is Ant-Man? And they show me who Ant-Man is, and they prove to me, like, this guy is not to be fucked with. In the sense like he will get shit done no matter what the case is. And I will say Hank Pym is the reason why we fucking get back at Thanos. I just want to put that out there. If it wasn't for Hank Pym, we wouldn't fucking defeated Thanos.
I mean, some would say it was Tony figuring out the time travel equation.
Quantum mechanics.
Yeah, but like without Hank Pym's tech, they wouldn't have been able
But does that make Ant-Man better than Captain?
No. I'm rambling. However, like it's comparing apples to oranges because like the big three, Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor, like I don't think anything could top those movies. However, like I just find this movie to be fun. I find this movie to be a great example of showing me why this character matters. And it's a fucking heist movie, guys. Like, come on.
Yeah. Ruben, there's no shame in like knowing that like one movie is better, but still preferring another. Like that's totally fine.
Yeah.
That said, I can't rank it above First Avenger. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fair. Totally fair. Totally fair.
Age of Ultron as the new number 6, I think is a fair enough spot for it. Also, Scott Lang, probably the number 1 dad in the MCU.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Okay.
Oh, I should write this in. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
So there we have it. Your new number 10 here on the MCU Rewind show goes as follows. Number 10, Iron Man 1. Oh my God. Iron Man is going to fall below the top 10. That's crazy. Number 9, Iron Man 3. Number 8, Black Widow. Number 7, Avengers Age of Ultron. Number 6, Ant-Man. Scott, you have to become the... I'm sorry. I don't know why I started doing this. Number 5, Captain America, the First Avenger. Number 4, The Avengers. Number 3, Guardians of the Galaxy. Number 2, Shang-Chi. And number 1, The Winter Soldier.
Can we get that list. Michael Douglas impression again?
No, absolutely
It was
not.
really good. It was way better than mine, obviously. Okay. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, we are done with phase 2.
Phase 2.
Oh, that's it.
12 movies.
One little hiatus now.
Technically 11 movies, if we're counting that right. No? 10 movies.
10 movies.
If we're counting that right.
No, wait, 12 movies.
Well, it's 10 movies that are in Phase 2.
No.
No, there isn't. There's only 6 movies in Phase 2.
Well, like the first 2 phases. That's what I meant. Like we have Shang-Chi and we have Black Widow in this list.
There's 12 movies in the first 2 phases.
Yes.
That's impossible.
6 and 6. Yeah, we've done 14 movies, and we've done 2 new movies.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I deleted the first 2. That doesn't, the last 2 they don't count. Yeah, crazy stuff.
About to get rolling.
Yeah,
It's about to get really difficult to rank these movies going forward.
Dude.
Yeah. Up next we have what, Eternals coming out.
I think Eternals.
Coming out in November.
Yeah, that comes out November 5th. If I'm
So-
not mistaken.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back the Monday after November 5th. I don't know what that is. Let's look it up.
Probably like, I don't know, the 8th.
It'd be the 8th. Yep.
Yep, November 8th to discuss Eternals. And after that, guys, we have Spider-Man No Way Home, which is exciting shit.
Yeah, because I think after Eternals,
Hawkeye
would
starts, but
we'd
Hawkeye.
have like a movie or 2 to do in the rewind, and then we'd have Hawkeye.
It's going to be wild to rank Spider-Man No Way Home without having ranked the other 2 Spider-Man on this
yeah.
list yet.
It's going to be crazy.
That'll be fun.
Cookie Falls. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining us so far. These first 2 phases.
Yeah.
This has definitely been my favorite thing I've made. One of my favorite things I've made ever. So
You have a whole podcast on Destiny. It's crazy.
I definitely took a break
we're
from
fans.
Destiny
you
for
did.
a long time. So
You did.
So now I'm very, very excited. So,
Mhm.
but I think a hiatus will do good for us. Get a little recharge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll give me some time
So-
to have Ella catch up. Let's see if we can watch 12 movies. Well, 14
Yeah,
movies.
and then next time, everybody, you'll probably see a little baby on the next episode with me.
my.
So-
man.
Little Ruby may be joining us on the next Marvel Mondays.
Okay. All right.
So we'll see.
Ask her what she thinks about Let There Be Carnage.
I will.
Ugh.
I will.
With that being said, let's get into some plugs. Eric, where can people find you?
Hi, my name's Eric Segan on Twitter. I'm starting to get into serious dad mode because, like I said, I have a baby coming next month, and I'm very nervous and excited. Let's see.
I thought he was going to tear up.
But yeah, that's literally what I got going for me. No, that's all. I got nothing. I said that I'm gonna try to review Guardians of the Galaxy game for this channel,
Yeah,
but
I
it
don't think
may
that's-
not come out for a while. So we'll see how that goes.
I think what we could do, well, we'll talk off air, but I think we could set something up, figure something out.
So,
All right.
anyway, that's what I got.
Cristian, where can people find you?
You can follow me at IsoChristian on Twitter for my soccer takes and my random inquiries into video games that I occasionally post about. I also run a movie podcast over at Large Popcorn Pod. Ironically enough, the movie we're doing this year is not a movie. This week is a video game. It's a spoiler cast on Returnal. We also talk about The Matrix, of course.
Oh, God.
So get in there for that. It launches tomorrow. And then I do a weekly video game podcast every Wednesday over at Podcast PXN, where we break down the latest and greatest in video game news. It's always a good time. Super Monkey Ball.
Guys, not to be the guy who mentions shit way too early, but we are 3 months away from our second annual Game of the Year podcast. And, it's going to be a doozy.
That's gonna be a fun one. I gotta play some more games. I'm playing Demon Souls right now, so
Oh, fire, dude.
Ooh. I tried to get into it. I couldn't get into it.
That's great on PS5. It's so awesome.
it's probably the prettiest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
definitely.
It's so gorgeous. I may pick up Deathloop tomorrow. I'm not sure.
I 100% think that you should.
Well, I think I'm gonna wait though, because apparently Best Buys are gonna be having Series X's on Thursday.
Okay.
that you can get. So I may go try to cop one of those. So
Okay. You're gonna get
that
the
way I can
Master
future
Chief one?
proof. No, if I'm just gonna go for the normal Series X.
Nice.
Okay.
So I can get those Bethesda games to run at 60 FPS on
Hmm.
console. That'd be nice.
All right. Of course, you could find me at That Guy Tuesday on Instagram and Twitter. You could find the Penultimate Conquest on Twitter at Pen Conquest. YouTube. What else? Instagram is also Pen Conquest, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but again, to clarify, tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern, go to the YouTube channel and see this brilliance that Cristian has put out.
You
about
haven't even
Death
seen it.
Stranding. I'm excited to. That teaser that you gave us, oh, literal chills. Literal chills.
Christian's a smart boy. I'm
He
sure
really
he's made
is.
something.
He
I'm
really
sure he's
is.
made some wonderful art.
I'm excited to see it tomorrow. It will be a YouTube premiere video.
Yeah.
So we'll see how crazy that is going to be. All right. With that being said, have a wonderful night, ladies and gentlemen,
See you next time.
and non-binary. See you next time.
Excel.
Excelsior.
Excelsior.
Excelsior.